Welcome to Dragon's Lair Update, the only show dedicated to Howard Community College's athletic programs. This month, women's volleyball seeks their first district championship. You'll hear from head coach Mike Casampis and meet Anna Sandex in this month's Dragon Close-Up. We'll start with women's volleyball. Howard and Montgomery College square off in the District G tournament. Will the Dragons defeat MC for the third time? Or will Montgomery College pull off the upset? Bruce Hoosier anchors our district tournament coverage.
Howard enters the tournament as the #1 seed. The winner of this double elimination tournament advances to nationals. Setter Stephanie Kelly has thrived in the most demanding position on the court. Kelly's ability to read defenses and get her hitters into a rhythm will be crucial to Howard's postseason success. Montgomery College enters the match with a 15-5 record. Dejana Cobbs anchors the Raptors' front row. Cobbs will look to attack seams in Howard's blocking unit. Howard and Montgomery College face off next. Let's go to the highlights. First set, Howard controls the serve. Stephanie Kelly sets up Heather Reed. She fires it to the floor. Montgomery College serving Howard. Jessica Turner finds the setter. Big swing by Victoria Johnson. The Dragons take the lead. The Raptors need a play. Dejana Cobbs delivers a timely right-hand shot. Set point for Howard. MC runs it up the gut. Cobbs beats the solo block and extends the set for the Raptors. Howard and Montgomery College continue to trade shots. Set point for MC. Howard sends it over. Victoria Johnson makes him pay. Big time play from the Dragons freshman. Howard will serve. 1 point away from taking the first set. Andrea Falcon tries to catch the Dragons off guard. Heather Reed ends the first set. Howard jumps out to a 7-point lead. The Dragons get into their system. Elise Ponchione slams it down the line. Yesenia Mora serves for Montgomery College. Kelly goes to Ponch again. She delivers a precision kill. Howard runs away with the second set. The Raptors come out swinging in the third. Kelly Stock with the drive. Montgomery College takes a 6-point lead. Stephanie Kelly goes to Reed. Point for Howard off the strong hit by Reed. Kelly sends a perfect ball to Johnson. She crushes one off the defender. Howard takes the lead. Free ball for the Dragons. Howard gets into their system. Kelly gets it to Chelsea Parinello. The Dragons take care of Montgomery College in 3 sets. Up next, the Dragons battle Lorraine County. The winner advances to the final. The loser plays Montgomery College for the right to compete in the championship. Lorraine enters the match as the defending district champions. Teresa Trucco leads the Commodores' offense. The sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio, has put down 461 kills, 5th most in the nation. Howard and Lorraine fight for a berth in the district championship. Let's go to the highlights. Howard freshman Heather Reed serves in the first set. Lorraine, with a great dig, sets up Teresa Trucco for the kill. Howard's lead is down to 1. Number 7, Stephanie Kelly sets up Reed for the kill. Howard's lead 12-7. Perfect set for Trucco. She delivers the kill. Howard's lead is cut to 13-12. Lorraine sends a shot down the line. Reed saves the point with a tough dig. Kelly sets up sophomore Nicole Eder for the kill. Howard extends their lead 19-14. Eder serves for Howard, sends it to the strong side. Lorraine volleys and sets up Trucco for the attack, and she drills it for the point. Lorraine serves. Elise Ponchione is there with a back 2 set over to Kelly. Cross to Reed for the attack and the spike. Howard takes the first set. Howard serves from the far court midway through the second set. Trucco sends it over the net to Victoria Johnson, who times her jump perfectly and splits the defense with a kill. Trading points in the second set, Lorraine gets into their system and sets up Shannon Dingy for the kill. The action isn't slowing down in the second set. The Commodores find the setter. Katarina Kovac sends it outside to Trucco. Elise Ponchione is there for the block. Set point for the Dragons. Kelly sets up number 11, Chelsea Parinello, finds the seam and gets the point in second set for Howard. Tied at 11 in the third set, freshman out of Pilate High School, Victoria Johnson, serves to the backcourt. Lorraine sends it back. Ponchione with a diving dig and sets up Reed for the monster kill. The Dragons feel the momentum building. Kelly to Parinello. She drills a spike off the defender to extend the lead to 5. Free ball for the Dragons. Jessica Turner gets it to the setter. Kelly sets it to Ponchione. She splits the blockers. Now serving to close out the match, Ponchione delivers a high shot coming down on the net. The Dragons move on to the district final. Howard sweeps the defending district champions. After losing to the Dragons, Lorraine knocked out Montgomery College to set up a rematch in the final. The Dragons are one win away from the first district championship in program history. If Lorraine wins, they'll need to beat Howard a second time to win the district. With a berth at Nationals on the line, Howard and Lorraine take center stage. Let's go to the highlights. Action from the first set. Katarina Kovac pushes it outside to Teresa Trucco. Strong finish from the Commodore sophomore. Stephanie Kelly sees Ponch in a one-on-one situation on the right side. Elise Ponchione fires it down the line. Free ball for Lorraine. Hannah Pinky gets it to the center. Kovac finds the hot hand. Trucco powers it through for kill number 5. Lorraine ends the set with a 4-point run. Kovac goes to Pinky. Ponch breaks it up. Kelly sees the block and sets Ponch. Tremendous effort from Howard's opposite hitter. Commodore serving Howard. Jessica Turner sends a good pass to the center. Heather Reed goes up and puts it away. Kelly passes outside to Eater. Lorraine absorbs the attack. There's a joust at the net. Here's Trucco. Reed gets the ball. Kelly likes what she sees on the right side. Ponch finds the seam, and Howard takes a 2-point lead. Set point for the Dragons. Howard gets into their system. Stephanie Kelly outside to Nicole Eater. Howard wins the second set and ties the match. Here's Trucco serving for the Commodores. Howard runs it up the middle. Victoria Johnson tees off, and the defender wants no part of it. Johnson breaks up the attack. Kelly sends it outside to Reed. Heather Reed nails it through to give Howard a 5-point lead. Later in the set, Kovac runs it up the gut to Shannon Dingy. She fires it to the floor. Dingy sets up Trucco for the tip. A 6-2 run brings Lorraine back into the match. Free ball for the Commodores. Trucco gets it to the center, right back to Trucco. Lorraine outscores Howard 10-3 down the stretch to steal the third set. Fourth set, Lorraine serving Howard. Ponch passes to Kelly. Reed goes up against the lone blocker and she puts it away. Ensuing rally, Pinky fires a shot down the line. Big tying dig from Eater. The Dragons send it over. Lorraine gets into their system. Kovac outside to Pinky. Turned away by Stephanie Kelly. And a point on the swing by Chelsea Parinello. Kovac sets Pinky on the outside. She forces the overpass and brings the Commodores back within 1. Kelly has 2 hitters to choose from. Heather Reed hits the gap. Set point for the Dragons. Kelly goes back to Reed. Pinky is there defensively. Kovac outside to Trucco. Teresa Trucco extends the set for Lorraine. The Commodores need 2 points to win the match. Ponch gets a hand on it. Stephanie Kelly puts it away on the second contact. Crucial play for the Dragons setter. Set point for Howard. Lorraine can't control the serve. The Dragons force a 5th set. This is the race to 15. Here's Lorraine serving Howard. Heather Reed goes cross-court for the kill. Howard storms out to an 8-2 lead. Trucco denied by Elise Ponchione. Howard now leads by 7 in the deciding set. Kelly delivers another perfect set. Johnson pounds it through the block. Championship point for Howard. Stephanie Kelly sees the block. Ponch is open. The Dragons bring home the district title. Howard is going to the Nationals for the first time in program history. Let's go to Matt Stovall for the Dragon Sports Radio postgame report.
Stephanie, what was you and your teammates' mindset going into the championship match?
Our mindset was we had room to make errors and to just take it to them and just play our game the way we always play, especially how we played Hagerstown, and just really allow ourselves to make the mistakes, then we can play our hardest.
Heather, what was your team's mindset when things didn't go your way? You lost the first set. What did you tell your teammates?
I think the most important thing we thought of was this has never been done in Howard history, and we really wanted to be that group to break that record and thrive and see how far we can really push ourselves. And I think all of us just really worked as a team. We really pulled it together. We were like one on the court instead of 6 individuals. And I told everyone, we were all telling everyone to just relax, just calm down, take a deep breath. We were saying pound the ball as hard as you can, and pounding the ball really got us through and got us the win.
Stephanie, describe the emotion going into that 5th set.
I was ready to take it to him. Like Heather said, we wanted to be the first people to ever do this in all of Howard County and even our school. And I was overwhelmed by how much my team really has the passion to play volleyball, and that just really helped my emotions going in, knowing that we could take that 5th set.
Heather, what do your teammates mean to you?
What my teammates mean to me is basically they're my family. We play so well together, and instead of being 6 individuals, we come as one, and I just feel like that's just so strong of an emotion to get that it's like they're part of my family, and I never want to stay out of touch with any of them.
My family.
All right, Stephanie, Heather, congratulations on all your success. I've been inspired by your team the whole season. Good luck going to Nationals.
Thank you.
For Dragons Lair Update, I'm Matt Stovall.
Up next, Howard travels to Rochester, Minnesota to take on Northland. Will Howard's incredible postseason run continue, or will Northland's experience on the national stage pay off? Let's go to Bruce Hoosier for more on the NJCAA National Tournament.
8 schools remain in the hunt for the national championship. Northland enters the match with a record of 25-7. The Pioneers represent Region 13. The region has produced 4 of the past 6 national champions. Brianna Spong leads Northland's imposing blocking unit. The sophomore out of Oakley, Minnesota leads the nation with 2.9 blocks per set. The winner advances to the Final Four. Let's go to the highlights. NJCAA National Quarterfinal action. Northland runs it up the gut to Brianna Spong. Hard-driven ball by the Pioneers' middle hitter. Set point for Northland. Stephanie Kelly sets Parinello on the right. Chelsea Parinello beats the solo block and extends the set. We're going to extra points. Northland goes to Spong. She slams another one home. Free ball for Howard. The Dragons get into their system. Kelly likes the matchup in the middle. Big swing by Victoria Johnson. Set point for Howard. Ashley Lindgren sets from the back row. Bailey Walker finds a soft spot in the defense. Set point for Northland. Tough serve from Lindgren. The Pioneers win the first set 31-29. Second set. Lindgren has 3 hitters to choose from. Set Spong in the middle. She puts it away. 19-15 Northland. Lindgren finds a setter. She pushes it outside to Katie Marinet. Point for Northland. The Dragons go to Nicole Eder. Northland absorbs the attack. Lindgren likes the matchup on the outside. Brittany Wellen delivers a precision kill. Northland wins the second set. Unfamiliar territory for Howard. The Dragons are down 2 sets. Kelly keeps it alive. Reed sends it over. Northland runs it up the gut. It's off the net. The Pioneers recover and push it outside to Wellen, denied by Parinello. Once again, Northland runs it up the middle. Good read by Elise Ponchion. Johnson sends it over. Sponge comes under the net. Ponch lands right on her foot and goes down in pain. Elise Ponchion is out for the remainder of the match. Set point for Howard. The Pioneers go to Marinek. She's turned away by Victoria Johnson. Howard dominates the third set. Northland storms out to a 14-6 lead in the fourth. Brianna Spong puts it down. 8-1 run for the Pioneers. Kelly pushes it outside to Reed, denied by the Pioneers blocking line. Turner out of the back. Northland gets into their system. Lindgren looks to Allie Dorn. She gets the point. Northland defeats Howard and moves on to the national semifinal. The loss to Northland eliminated Howard from national championship contention. The Dragons will play 2 more matches to decide their final ranking. Next, Howard takes on Davidson County. The Storm enters the match with a 21-6 record. Amber Parrish is the quarterback of Davidson's offense. The setter out of Advanced North Carolina has contributed 401 assists in her sophomore season. Howard and Davidson take the court next. Let's go to the highlights. After losing the first-round matches, both schools come out swinging. Victoria Johnson announces her presence. Point for Howard. Davidson trailed by as much as 7. Now they're back to within 2. Amber Parrish sets Danielle Cox. Nice shot by the freshman right side hitter. Davidson runs it up the middle. Parrish sets Beth Cloninger. Denied by Parinello. Howard takes the opening set. Davidson serving Howard. Nice reception by Turner. Kelly sets Johnson on the right. She puts it away. 10-8 Dragons. Eder serves for Howard. Amber Parrish likes the matchup on the outside. Jordan Whitley responds with a clean kill. The Dragons will serve, 4 away from the win. Tressa McGee finds a setter. Parrish to Cloninger. Solo stop from Chelsea Parinello. Down 3, Davidson needs a rally. Kelly has 2 hitters to choose from. She goes to Heather Reed. Howard finishes with an 8-2 run and wins the second set. Parrish sets right to Danielle Cox. Point for Davidson. Dorothy Hinson goes up against the lone blocker. She puts it down. Hinson comes off the bench and contributes valuable points for Howard. After a 4-0 run, Davidson is on top. Victoria Johnson hits the gap and gives Howard momentum. Match point for the Dragons. Davidson runs it up the gut. Parinello reads the hitter and blocks the spike. Howard bounces back from the Northland loss. The Dragons sweep Davidson in 3 sets. Next, the Dragons battle Jamestown for 4th place. Stephanie Kelly, Heather Reed, and Elise Ponchion are fighting injuries that will impact Howard's ability to block and pursue balls on defense. All 3 will play through the pain and fight to bring a second victory home to Maryland. Jamestown enters the match with a 33-12 record. Brittany Brace leads the Jayhawks offense. The middle hitter out of Jamestown, New York, plays with power and will put Howard's banged-up defense to the test. Howard and Jamestown face off next. Let's go to the highlights. Action from the first set. Nicole Eder finds a setter. Heather Reed hammers it off the back row defender. 3-point lead for the Dragons. Stephanie Kelly runs it up the middle. Parinello puts it away. The Dragons win 7 of the last 9 rallies and take the opening set. Christina Raw pushes it outside to Erica Liss. Liss nails it through. Jamestown takes a 4-point lead. Set point for the Jayhawks. Nice reception by Alicia Lapiano. Brittany Brace delivers a left-hand shot. Jamestown wins the second set, 25-21. Third set, Heather Reed aggravates her partially torn ACL. 1-point game. Kelly sets Reed on the outside. She splits the blockers. Big-time play from the freshman out of South Carroll High School. Jamestown goes to Brittany Brace. She responds with a clean counter shot. A front row battle erupts between Brace and Parinello. Strong finish from the Dragons' middle. Set point for Howard. Raw goes to Liz. Dug up by Reed. Brace tips it and Reed's knee won't hold up. Jamestown sees that Reed is hurt and they go after her. She keeps it alive. Turner sends it over. Howard regroups. Raw to Brace. Denied by Parinello. Howard wins the third set. Fourth set, 10-8 Dragons. Stephanie Kelly pushes it outside to Reed. She hits it over the block. Picture perfect kill for Heather Reed. Kelly goes back to Reed. It's off the net. Turner is there. Kelly dumps it in. Diving dig by Natupski. Brittany Brace fires it to the floor. Raw back to Brace. Brace knows Reed can't pursue, so she continues to abuse her with the tip. Raw likes the matchup on the outside. Jamestown forces a 5th set. This is the race to 15. Victoria Johnson makes them pay with a right-hand shot. 12-9 Jamestown. It looks like an attack error by Brace, but the official says it was tipped. Howard is down to the last 2 points. Tough serve from Jessica Turner forces the overpass. Chelsea Parinello puts it down. Kelly's thinking kill on the second contact. Diving dig by Raw. Kelly goes down and re-injures her hip. After 5 long sets, Kelly is unable to hide the pain. Match point for Jamestown. Raw to Kelsey Kaiser. The Jayhawks come back to defeat Howard. Let's go to Matt Stovall for the Dragon Sports Radio post-game report.
Well, your team has battled all season, came up a little short in the last game. Chelsea, talk about your team's ability to just battle back all year long.
We've all really come together as a team and fought through things. Today we had 3 injuries and only 2 subs, so that makes it a little hard, but we kept fighting.
All right, Dorothy, so Ponch went down in the first round. What was it like going in there and competing after Ponch went down and stepping up big time?
I was scared, I was nervous, and that was the last thing I was hoping for to happen. But with my team basically lifted me up, they helped me out, they gave me confidence to know I could go in there. Even if I mess up, they still have my back, and yeah, we're a team, so.
All right, Chelsea, describe how it felt seeing so many of your teammates battle through injuries in this national tournament.
It was kind of scary when Heather got hurt. I couldn't really focus because she already has a bad leg, and I was kind of worried about her the whole time. And then on top of that, Ponch got hurt, and we're a tough team. We all pushed through, but it was definitely scary.
All right, Victoria, describe the feeling of competing for a national championship.
Competing for a national championship, it was really exciting. and I loved how our team is really good together. So being with a good team is kind of like the key ingredient to how we got to nationals and how we played so well.
Victoria, Chelsea, Dorothy, incredible season. Great run to nationals. I'm very proud of you. Very proud to be HEC alum watching this team. For Dragons Lair Update, I'm Matt Stovall.
It's a pleasure to welcome District G Coach of the Year, Mike Kasampis. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
How did it feel to take the team to nationals for the first time in program history?
It was extremely exciting. Number one, I was proud to be part of the team that went to the nationals to make history at HCC. Number two, it was quite an honor to be able to be that team and go up there and experience that.
How special was it for you to have your daughter as your assistant coach by your side all season, and especially at nationals?
It's hard to put into words. I'm extremely proud. I'm going to get emotional about it. Just a pinnacle in my career to be able to share it with my daughter and the passion that she has for volleyball.
Take us back to that first game against Northland and that first set. How did that first set affect the rest of the game and maybe the rest of the tournament?
Well, the first set, I know both teams were working off nerves, trying to get acclimated. It was just volleyball playing out there, but being the nationals in the first set, it took a lot to get the nerves, even for the coaches, to wipe the nerves off and get down to business.
How did Ponch's injury impact the Northland game?
Ponch is an integral part of our offense. When she is in front row, Victoria's in front row, Stephanie's back row, so we have three hitters. And that allows us to run quite a few play sets with Victoria and Ponch. We run some tremendous tandems and a lot of movement, which opens up the block and gives us seams for Ponch to put the ball down. When Ponch went down, we called in Dorothy Hinson, and she did a tremendous job, but we were unable to run the play sets that we like to run.
How hard was it for your team and for you to come out the next day knowing that this is going to be your last match for the 2012? Take me through this Jamestown game.
There was a lot of motion running. We really wanted to win that game. We knew we had injuries that mounted on us. The match didn't go the way we wanted it. The girls played their hearts out. They left everything on the court. There was nothing left for them. But we had the injury plague and it got the better of us.
Tell me more about these players and what will you take away from this experience and with those players? What will you remember most?
What I will take away is their hard work, their vision to continue through the year and know and have the confidence that we were the best team out there.
You know, for me watching them play, I found that they had great joy in playing the sport of volleyball. Even when they were down, you couldn't tell whether they were down or up. They had smiles on their face.
Oh, that's the energy in, energy out that we work with from the beginning of camp. No matter what, you're going out there and you're a broken barometer, basically.
And let's talk a little bit about preparation for now next year. What will you take away from the Nationals and how will you prepare for next year now?
Well, as anybody going in green, you don't know what to expect. You're nervous. It's the Nationals. You know, you're thinking these teams are big powerhouses. And now I know that we stack up. This little school in Columbia, Maryland can stack up to the best of the best out there. To take that experience, to take what has happened and to move on, to review the whole year, take the good and move with the good and take the bad and redevelop it and make a better plan.
Well, all I can tell you is congratulations on a history-making season and a tremendous, tremendous year for you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And, you know, we're excited because this is a tradition that we want to continue on here.
It's time to meet Anna Sandex. Let's go to Christina Oviedo for this month's Dragon Close-Up.
I started running when I was in 6th grade, so I was 10. My dad would sign me up for fun runs for me and him to do. After I realized I was good at it, I had this fire in me to do better, do my best.
Cross-country runner Anna Sandex brought her love for running to HCC this fall. After excelling at Anne Arundel Christian School, she decided to take her talents to a higher level.
And my sister ran here in 2008, so she really wanted me to come here, but I was I don't want to follow in your footsteps.
Anna contacted a few other schools, but eventually decided to give HCC a chance.
And then all of a sudden I got this email one night, and I'm like, okay, sure, come over, let's talk. And she came in and She came with her parents. I'm thinking, okay, what's this? But then she started interviewing me, and that was really neat because no one had ever done that before. She was asking me about my training philosophy, what meets we run, how long have I been doing this. A lot of great questions that normally I'm the one usually asking the kids questions.
And as soon as I met Coach Nelson, like I knew he was like the one who's like, this was a good school to come to. He's very like encouraging. He knows how to motivate you. And he's really into cross country. Like some people do it just because like get away from something, but he loves it. Like it's his passion.
Once Anna made it to HCC, she quickly established herself as the top runner on the women's team.
She's one of the best female runners I've seen in a long time. It just looks so natural with her.
I'm sorry she didn't get to run the region meet because she had a fever that weekend. It was so funny. I called her Friday and I said, "You okay?" She goes, "Well, it's down to 99. No, dear, you're not running tomorrow." But she's like I said, she's a fierce competitor, and she's not afraid of the challenges that we present her.
You take out of it what you put in. So if you work really, really hard, the results will show and you'll go so much faster.
She's also known as a great teammate.
She's always really encouraging, and my goal is to try and keep up with Anna as long as I can in the workouts and the meets. We could be here at like 7 in the morning on Saturday practice and she's like up and ready to go. So she makes workouts fun.
I think she's a riot. You know, they came in and think, oh, this little quiet girl from this tiny, you know, private school in Anne Arundel County, but she's a blast. They have fun with her. She jokes around. She doesn't back down from anyone. You know, if someone gives her a hard time, she gives it right back.
But Anna knows she still has a lot to learn about running.
She is like an unwritten page right now. She's really aggressive. She gets out fast, but she needs to get more racing experience. And I think that's what we gave her this year.
After a race, he'll be like, you know, make sure your arms are lower and swing them more because you need to go a little bit faster. And, you know, some people, they don't notice that, but it just shows he's got an eye for these things.
And she is looking forward to running track and field in the spring.
I really want to pursue doing long distance because I really have found like a love of doing it, like doing the 6Ks. I'm like, wow, I would even want to do like a boys race, like an 8K now.
I'm thinking maybe the 1,500 meters and maybe the 5,000. You know, we're not gonna, I don't know if she can do a steeple, but you know, right now those two I think might be her best events.
But I want to try everything. I'm just so open to like just doing something where it's just sprinting. I like the feel of running. If you get stressed, people go for runs. So to be doing a sport where you run, that's like really awesome.
Anna is hoping her talent and skill will eventually be good enough to earn a scholarship to a 4-year school once she graduates from HCC. For Dragons Lair Update, I am Cristina Oviedo.
Anna led the women's cross-country team to a 7th place finish at Nationals. All-Americans Philagat Dinku and Andrew Parlett helped the men's cross-country program claim 5th place. After beating Westmoreland in the region quarterfinals, Coach Dragonoff's squad was eliminated by Montgomery College. The Raptors won the region and made it all the way to the national championship, where they lost to Herkimer in double overtime. Coach Seagrove's Dragons suffered a similar fate. Montgomery College beat Howard 1-0 before losing to Potomac State in the Region 20 semifinals. Thanks for watching. We'll see you each and every month on Dragons Lair Update. And remember, go Dragons!